Alright, so first up, now in 1882, we'll start with the 1882 silver Morgan dollar. You're going to have a no mint mark, a O mint mark, which is a New Orleans minted Morgan dollar, an S mint mark, which is San Francisco mint, and a CC mint mark, which is going to be Carson City, and we see that mint mark there on the reverse at the bottom of the coin. And of course, we'll have a proof coin as well. Now here is an 1882 Carson City Morgan dollar. You know, some of the Morgan dollars that you have, you know, may look like similar condition to this. This is graded at a very fine 20. Again, we see that CC mint mark. This coin only sold for around $100. So personally, I wouldn't have something like this graded. But if you look at a high graded version of this coin, very high grade of a mint state 67, this Morgan dollar sold for over $11,000. So a big difference from $100 to $11,000. So, you know, keep that in mind. The grade is always going to impact the value of a coin tremendously. Now, same thing with the 1882 O mint mark. I'm going to show you what to look for on the O mint mark here in just 1 second. So for the 1882 O mint mark here, this is the high grade. So this coin sold for over $20,000. So if there's not many of these coins out there that have this type of grade, that's going to increase the demand for the coin. So say you have a baseball card or a coin, and say there's only 5 in the world that are in this condition or that condition. Of course, that's going to increase the demand for, you know, that coin or that card or that item. And that's going to increase the price ultimately, of course. So it's supply and demand here. Now this dollar coin sold for over $20,000, like I said. But if you look at the low graded version of that, now this is extremely low, an 1882 O mint mark that's only graded at a 2. So, you know, not worth getting graded in my opinion. You see that O mint mark very, very faintly as it is very worn, and this coin only sold for around 50 bucks. So $20,000 to $50. Now on the O mint marks, here's a couple things to look for. All right, so you want to look for the O over the O. So here's an example of that. You can see the O, look at the bottom of the O. And then we see that here as well. Here's an up close version of it. You can see it going through the middle of the O and the bottom. So we see that O over the O. Now you can also look for an 1882 O over the S. So O over the S, you see in the middle there, the S going through the O. So keep an eye out on that. I have USB coin microscopes available on couchcollectibles.com. So if you guys want to see your coins up close, go get one. Link is always in the description of every single video. Now here is an example of that coin, the 1882, the O over the S. Now it's only graded at a very fine 20, so it only sold for around $40. So, you know, not much money there, but the O over the S with the high grade sold for over $25,000. So that is a very expensive Morgan dollar coin there. Now for the S mint mark, here is a high graded version of that, graded at a mint state 68 by NGC. This coin sold for over $15,000, and we see that S mint mark there at the bottom of the coin. Here is a proof coin that is super valuable. Now this is graded at a proof 68. Man, could you imagine having an 1882 in this condition? This is absolutely insane. This Morgan dollar sold for over $40,000. $40,000. Can you believe people actually used to use these things to buy stuff? Man, it's just incredible. I think that's what I love about coins the most, is just the history of them. You know, people actually used to hold these coins and exchange them for things. Man, it's insane. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.